Heritage Caravan has ended, but Heritage Month is still on. Remember, we've got more activities for the month of March, and we still have our on-air series every day on City TV and 97.3 City FM. So we'll be taking a look at what the Caravanites did and how they enjoyed themselves and all of that. Now, our colleague Zoe Abubedu was on the Caravan to bring us so much information, the sights, the sounds, the food, the jama, all the enjoyment from the trip. Okay, but they started off with a nice kinky party at the Ghana Tourist Information Center here in Accra, and that's where all of the Caravanites gathered for them to embark on the trip. Now let's take a look at day one.
Hello and welcome to the City Newsroom. My name is Zoe Abubedu. It's been one whole year of waiting for the Heritage Caravan due to the surge in COVID-19. Last year, Heritage Caravan 2021 couldn't come off, but this year it definitely did, and this is day one. I'm sure patrons are excited. They have had to wait for one whole year and time to shake off the stress from a very tiring, a very troubled year, I must say. We are being treated to some tunes from the Dromona band, and they are entertaining patrons here. This is our first stop. This is where we converge to take off to the central region. We'll be visiting the Asin Trade Slave Market, and then we'll also go to the Elmina Castle, where there'll be a reenactment of the slave trade. So that is the activity for day one. Patrons are currently having a kenke party. They're having breakfast. They're having kenke. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good.
What are you expecting on this trip?
Okay, I'm here to see all the interesting places we'll be visiting and also to have fun. Yeah.
All right. And how long have you waited for this?
For long. And now the day has come.
How many regions in Ghana have you been to?
About four regions.
So this is an opportunity for you
to go to the other regions that I have not been to. So
which one are you looking forward to?
The northern part. Yeah, because I've heard a lot of stories about the place, and I just want to experience it. Yeah.
Okay. And apart from that, why did you decide to be on this trip?
Well, apart from scoring marital points, it's been long overdue. So I've been hearing about it and wanting to go on it. So I was like, I had to be on this one.
As I said, today is day one, and it promises to be an exciting one. I have here with me the head of events and partnerships, and she'll be telling us what we should expect. Frema, people have waited for one whole year to be able to enjoy. What should we expect as we begin today?
Right, so you can expect everything that you've been dreaming of. You know, it's really going to be fun. I'm sure from how we've started, you can tell that it's really going to be a 1 week of a great adventure, fun, experience, something like you've never had before. So today we've just started with a kenke party. We have Dromona there, you know, we are almost done with our registration. So from here we are heading to Cape Coast, and then we'll stop by at Asen Manso. You know, tomorrow is Independence Day, so we are trying to put that in perspective. So we are going to learn more about the story of slave trade. You know, later in the night we are also going for a reenactment of the slave trade at Elmina Castle. So it's really going to be fun. You know, for those who couldn't make it, it's very, very unfortunate. We are very sorry about it. Start saving your money for next year.
All right, thank you very much. So that was Frema. But before I go, it's really packed, a really packed one. How should patrons navigate through this, basically?
Right, so, you know, it is packed, but we still made room for allowances, you know, and we've already started bonding, even on our WhatsApp platform. So even before we got here, we kind of knew each other, you know, so the networking, the familyship has started already. So everybody, we are like-minded people who have gathered, you know, to have fun. So we can just let our head down and just leave the stress in Accra. Let's go have fun. When we come back, we will wear the stress.
We've gotten to the Asing Slave Trade Market in the central region. We have been giving a brief history of how our ancestors had to walk from the Salaga Trade Market to the Asin Trade Market here in the central region, a journey of over 300 miles. Currently, the tour guide is still giving history of how our ancestors had to go through the door of no return. Shortly, we'll be going to the riverside where they took their last bath before exiting to the various dungeons and finally out of the country.
I mean, how did you feel listening to?
It's quite emotional because even though I live in Ghana all my life, I've never been here, and I actually decided not to take a picture because it will always re-echo the pain and the struggle that our ancestors went through. And I think it's an experience that everybody needs to come and have. It makes you feel part of them.
Well, I think it's a very sad story. I don't know why a fellow human beings would treat each other that badly. But well, it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing. It's sad. It's just sad. It's sad. I'm so humbled. I honestly don't know what to say.
I'm very surprised. I didn't know this part of the slave trade. I've been to various castles along the coast. I never knew there was anything like this. It means I haven't read the way I'm supposed to have read. So I'll continue reading.
So you had some participants sharing their experience about the slave trade market, really touching on really sad scenes, walking through the trade market.
All right, so that's what we have from the day one of the Heritage Caravan. Now, Kokwi, so there's different things that jump out at me as I watch this. One of them is the importance of we who live in Ghana to make sure that we are fully in touch and abreast with what it is that we have in the country. I think the reason why my mind was drawn to that was because, you know, oftentimes we see these emancipation commemorations and ceremonies and the rest, and it's always people from the diaspora who are there. But I ask myself, I say, hello, it's two sides of the same coin.
Because we lost people too.
We okay,
exactly.
so those of us here, in fact, those of the diasporans were picked from amongst us and taken out. So it's all of us, our experience. So they went out, having been forcefully taken out from here, but we lost people.
Yeah.
You see, family members, we lost people. Why is it that we don't feel the loss? We don't feel the pain. We don't feel, it's almost like, oh, you people, here's your experience, you know.
It's like, okay, you're coming, it's like, oh, we know where we're from.
Yeah, we know where we're from, but you're coming to find out where you're
come from. Yeah.
But the truth is that it's really two sides of one coin. And something happened, people were taken out. And so for me, it's that the larger conversation is, do we even know our country? Do we know what's where? You know, and for me, the Heritage Caravan, we just watch how they went through. I'm sure a lot of people who were on the trip, they never seen the Slave River. They've never seen those final places of bathing and all of that, you know. So, I mean, I don't want to go on and on about this, but for some of the slaves, the trip starts from as far as Paga, and they walk all the way down. Yeah. And so the slave masters will be on horses, and then the slaves will be in chains on foot.
And you see, in all of that, you ask yourself, how, because
you know, there's a camp.
Lofonyo couldn't have come on their own to find all of that. So it also reminds us that our own were complicit in this.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, that's what
guided
for me.
Slave drivers and slave masters. For me, that's
part of the issue.
You know,
and I think it's an even important part of the issue that we need to look at. You know, to see that we sold people.
Definitely complicit.
Forget about, well, no, we can't forget, but before we look at the forceful removal of people, let's talk about the sale of people. Yeah. Somebody collected money for somebody else to be sold to somebody. Yeah. We can't run away from that. You know, and all of this is woven into the experiences that the people in Heritage Caravan will have, right? So as they trip around the country, I think some of these things come. So the lady from Hollard said that, it was such a sad experience. She didn't want to take any pictures. Because it will stick. It's like every time you see the photo, it's a reminder of the emotional.
That they went through. You know what's interesting? Let's relate this to present day as we're talking about the role that our own played in the slave trade and all of that. And we'll be talking about this later in the show, that some people get offers to go and work in Dubai and other foreign countries. And they're told that they're promised jobs, they're promised, a better living, a good salary, and they get there and they basically are treated like slaves. Sometimes I wonder, what were our ancestors, those who were taken, what were they told, and even those who were complicit on our end, what were they told? Said, we're just coming to hire some people or to take some people, on a trip or just to find some work. I don't know.
Very interesting aspect.
What would they have been told? And we know that they were lured with, weapons and alcohol and things of that nature. But what could they have been told to say, we'll help you
Greener
find people to take. I wonder, and of course, language barrier at that time.
Yes, exactly. There was that too.
What would have made our own sell our own? And obviously, they didn't know where they probably couldn't have predicted the horrors of slavery. That manifested.
I don't think they could. I don't think they could because even for a lot of the slave traders as well as missionaries who moved on many of the same ships, right? They did not know that. You can if you come to Ghana and in 6 weeks you could die of malaria. Do you see? But they kept coming. It was almost like there must be something good out there, so they kept coming. It's the same thing that's happening to us here. As people are going to these other countries and working, they are told of the horrors, but they are thinking to themselves, no, it will be different for me. It must be good, right?
So everybody wants to go and see.
But let's go check it out.
It's just so interesting, the dynamics of it, and that in today, 2022, you've got people going abroad or being lured for better opportunities, and they go and see something else. And many of these people are being lured with amounts of monies that, honestly, if you can marshal all those monies and put them together and use them to do something, I think you could make a pretty good living here. But you've taken all of that and given to somebody who's going to treat you the most inhumane way possible. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that was one aspect of the Caravan. So it's interesting, the levels. You've got euphoria, excitement, and you've got memories or reminders of certain horrors as well. All of that was part of the Caravan experience. And that
was just day one.
Just day. Can you imagine? Just day one.
Yeah, the excitement of leaving Accra with the Kinky party and people looking for. You're not quite sure what they're going to experience. Only that they've been promised is going to be pretty amazing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, after day one, they go through the different areas and all that. So Central Region, Western North, Sunyani and so on. And then let's go to day 6.
Okay, we're jumping ahead.
Right through to day 6 and see what day 6 has to offer.
It's day 6 of the Heritage Caravan. Hello, welcome to the City Newsroom. My name is Zoe Akbe-Ado. The caravan is heading to Kingstown. And before we leave, participants are having a short praises session before we take off to Kintampo. From Kintampo, we move to the Ashanti Regional Capital, Kumasi, where we will be having dinner in one of the flash hotels in the Ashanti Regional Capital, Kumasi. Before we take you on the tour, on the trip to Kintampo, let's bring you highlights of what happened last night. We had the share battle wrestling competition, and it was a variety night as well. Here are the highlights of the events.
appears we are trying to forget the fact that economically it has really supported the people of the North, the women, and yes, even most of us had our mothers, trade with the shear to get us this far. And so if today we have decided to attack the tree so fast, cut it for other, purposes, others for charcoal, others for wood and all of that, we think it's inappropriate. So we are placing so much premium this time on it, and that is the reason we are naming this sport the shear wrestling, so that wherever you find yourself, wherever you are going to, harvest or touch this tree, you will remember that, look, there are wrestlers who are protecting this tree. Those who wrestled here today have a parkland in Yape they take care of. You dare not attack any tree in that parkland. You will face their wrath.
Waterfalls. We went through 3 stages. This is actually the third and final stage of the waterfalls, and you see behind me. So what happens is that if you're unable to go to the canopy walk that we have here as well, you just use the staircase and you descend to the waterfalls here, the third stage, the final stage, and the atmosphere here is really cool, refreshing. As you go through the staircase, it's really warm, and the canopy walks as well. We've had a few people having some fright, which is normal, but they've been able to conquer their fears, and they have made it through the canopy walk. So, canopy walk through to the waterfalls here. The third stage is basically the source, which is from a stream, to the third stage, as you are seeing, and then this is the second stage of the waterfalls, and the final one, you can see here 3 layers of rocks, beautifully, beautiful behind me here. So that is basically one of the highlights of today's trip, which is day 6, the Kintampo waterfalls. Patrons are excited. They've had fun. This is one of the places that a lot of people were looking forward to. This is not my first time. I've been on the Kakum canopy walkway before, so I wasn't so scared. It's a nice experience. You've had you have experience. So. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sitting is not good for the waist, so I want to stretch the peripheral nerves a bit.
All right. So, why are you going now to the waterfalls?
Yes.
It was scary and a thrill at the same time. It's fun. Yeah, I wish everybody could try.
Well, this is my first time at Kintampo, and I've seen a few waterfalls around the world. But this is unusual for me in that it's not very high and it has 3 stages. So I'm interested in seeing what the next stages are. But it's very picturesque, and I'm just happy to see that there's something like this right here at home in Ghana.
Hello. Yes. Hi. How did you go?
Oh my God.
Hey. It's liberating and fun. I had so much fun on this trip. I think this is one of my highlights. Having to climb down the stairs and also do the canopy walk. I'm happy I came actually. I'm super excited I came. I want to jump into the water.
The Heritage Caravan 2022 is sponsored by Hollard, Goyle, Voltic, Colgate, Malta Guinness, and the Ghana Tourism Authority.
Look, as the last lady was speaking, I was just mesmerized by the water behind her, and I was like, "Yep, I want to jump in there too." It looks so inviting and so refreshing and so beautiful, and you could just feel their joy and excitement at being there and witnessing the Kintampo Falls. Like that looked so inviting. Honestly.
Yeah, I know, right?
Beautiful sights.
Now, if you guys think that you had fun on the Heritage Caravan, listen, you need to do the Back to Your Village Food Bazaar, because because 26 and 27 will be next level. I mean, it will be completely unbelievable. I mean, to come and experience what they experienced there. Now, I mean, I love the Kentucky. Okay, so there's roughly about 40 waterfalls in Ghana.
And someone was saying, I think Steve Abibu said there are even more that you can't access.
Yes.
So it's like,
they've documented almost 40, and there are several others they couldn't reach because, as we speak, there isn't any easy access road to the falls.
It would be dangerous to try and
they've
get
been
there.
told that, okay, there are falls on this side. If you go, there's more falls here and all that, but they didn't have the wherewithal to actually go there and access it. So it will be pretty amazing to see all of our falls, nicely curated, the experiences, so that, I mean, Heritage Caravan is unearthing some of these experiences, but I think that there's a lot more that the Ghana Tourism Authority can do aside the Accra bus stores, to curate tours around the country.
Yes.
Because
like a waterfall tour. I mean, who wouldn't want to come and see waterfalls of Ghana?
So you think about it. I mean, if you say waterfalls of Ghana, it's $200 for the tour,
which is like. They'll pay.
Yeah.
They'll pay.
Oh, they'll pay.
People will pay more,
right?
To see
and then you
waterfalls.
don't just make it about traveling to the waterfall. There has to be an experience, So you can't do all the waterfalls in a day. So how many days are we going to do the waterfalls, right? And then so if we have to spend the night, where do we spend the night? All those experiences, you have to create it properly.
And Heritage Caravan has shown the way. They've done this for 7 years now. They know all the good hotels. They know the routes. They know they've had.
I think GTA should really sit up and take a look at
and
this.
And to be fair, they did partner with us on this year. So obviously their eyes are on
interested us. in this kind of thing. So I think, look, there's so much we can do as a country. The one that gets me crapo is the Meridian. I don't even want to go and talk about that. But the wrestling, I found that fascinating because, again, here's something that we don't see in any other part of the country, right? That wrestling that you saw there is actually typical of Northern Africa,
and like Senegal. I know there's lots of
Senegal, Mali. They have this kind of wrestling that they do. Why would we make a big deal of it?
I wonder.
Make a big deal of it. And it's like a Northern Ghana championship, something that happens there every. I mean, sports really ministry. Cool. Seriously, I mean, there's just so much we can do, as a people. But anyway, I think we wrapped it up quite nicely. Yes. On this day 7, let's take a look at how it all came down.
Hello, and this is the final night of the Heritage Caravan. This is day 7, and the caravan stopped in the eastern region, in Kotia, to be precise. And this is how we are wrapping up events over the last 7 days. So many people from diverse places coming together, having a road trip. It's been fun. It's been amazing. The networking has been great. Tonight, we wrap it all up. Tomorrow, we leave the eastern region for the Greater Accra region. The Kwampa band is treating us to some, old tunes, great music. It's really been interesting, and you can see patrons dancing behind me. It's just been a wonderful night. The team went to Bonre earlier today. We came from the Ashanti region, went to Bonre, to the Bonre Tourist Center to have a feel of the Kente and how it's woven. And we are here just to make fun, to have fun. From here, there's going to be clubbing all night till you get tired. No one stops you. This is the City Newsroom. My name is Zoe Abubeduado, and we're giving you a wrap of the final day of the Heritage Caravan 2022.
So marvelous. In fact, it has blown my mind. I wasn't expecting so much. I can say that what I paid is even not enough for what I'm getting. And I'm so happy. I hope to come anytime, any year that you organize this trip. I will never ever miss it.
Oh, it was fun. I mean, I'm still enjoying. Yes, I'll give you change.
So
who is joining?
Joining?
We are forming a trail.
Okay, let's
join the Bobo Trail. Who is coming? Let's go.
If I tell you that if I have words to describe this, I've told you a big lie. I have enjoyed myself to the fullest. It's been splendid. It's been excellent. I am lost of words. It's been great.
What do you say to people who say this is just some sort of a hype?
Oh no. Look, I will advise them they should try this. You won't exchange this for anything.
I flew in from New Jersey to come here. So I'm really excited and delighted.
You came all the way from New Jersey just for the Heritage Caravan?
Yes, my brother lives here, so he told me about it. So I told him to register me. So he did, and I came in and I jumped on it.
What was your highlight? What was your highlight?
Well, I mean, Burkina Faso was a highlight. The pond, the crocodile pond.
Oh, la Yesu Tomenya.
This one says, one of the best things to happen to one of the best things to happen to you on this Heritage Caravan was our meeting. Since day one, when I sat by you, I knew this trip was going to be exceptional. Your sense of humor, your beauty, and your personality, they mesmerize me. I look forward to getting to know you more. Cheers to Heritage Caravan 2022. This one says, from Cephas to Yvonne, City FM Heritage Caravan will give me 3 points for resolving all the fight. Yo, Obisa is true.
So that'll be all for day 7, the final night on the Heritage Caravan. My name is Zoe Abubedu Ado. This is the music session with the Kwampa band. We've really had fun, so much fun. The next activity is the nightclub. That one will be done behind closed doors. It's not open to the public. We'll be giving you an update when we touch base in the Greater Accra region. Stay tuned to the City Newsroom. All is set. The caravan is heading back to the Greater Accra region where it all began from. 8 days of networking, enjoyment, fun road trips, and what have you. The 2022 Heritage Caravan has been brought to an end, and we are heading back. We'll bring you an update when we get to Accra and speak to participants. This has been our coverage of the City Newsroom on City TV. The caravan is back in Accra. We have landed on the premises of City FM and City TV after 8 days of touring Ghana, of knowing Ghana, of experiencing places, of networking, of meeting new people. It's been incredible, it's been amazing, and finally we're here. And it's our Heritage Month here at City FM and City TV as well. And we hope that you have enjoyed our coverage on the City Newsroom. We hope that you have learned something new, just like we did.
We really enjoyed the trip. Very, very well. I wish this trip would not end, but it has ended.
City FM has been the best. It's unbelievable that you've been able to manage 150 of us, your guests. It's been great.
We've ended though.
It's not finished. I got 100 Ghana.
Aka 100 Ghana.
That's right.
But how has the trip been for
It's
you?
been fantastic, exciting, eye-opening. Like, what other adjective can I use? It's been fun.
You have had fun.
Too much. You need to send me a new bill.
Heritage Caravan 2022 was sponsored by Baltic, Malta Guinness, Colgate, Hollard, and the Ghana Tourism Authority, as well as Goyle.
There was too much joy from the day 7 reports. Like, there was one man in there. I'm sure he drank Good Day Energy drink. The power he was using to dance. Serious things, though. What about the matchmaking? Now we know the Heritage Caravan has produced couples in the past,
couples and
married
babies.
couples, babies. So it's no surprise that our friends from Kwampa were reading some love messages. Since day one, I sat next to you. Your beauty mesmerized me. You go back to secondary school raps when he used to write letters. Do you understand? Oh no! This, you could feel. I mean, it was palpable. Just the joy, the excitement. They didn't want it to end. And as one patron said, she would even pay more.
No, but you see, you think about it. We've finished the caravan. We've arrived. I would imagine after 7 days out being out there, all of that, your people are exhausted and everything else because you've been on the road.
You would think, right?
But they arrive and then people are now dancing and other things. I said, it's over. He said, no, it's left 100 Ghana.
I know. Charlie, I'm sure when they re-entered Accra and saw the traffic and the crowd, they were like,
we are back here again.
This thing cry. Why?
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh
I
no,
know,
but this is beautiful.
I know.
And this was at Rock City Hotel where they spent their final night.
Yes, their final night.
And they had, their jams. They were dancing.
Yeah.
We saw everyone in there. Bernard singing, Caleb singing.
Everybody was just
OJ dancing.
Yeah.
Jen, Miss Jen
Miss
as
Jen
well.
was in there,
AJ. No, it's beautiful. I mean, I think this just shows us what's possible when we really invest in and explore our tourism sector, hospitality.
Yeah.
You meet people, aside from learning new things, discovering new things, you network. You make friends for life, maybe sometimes.
Yeah.
You could possibly meet your life partner, who knows?
Yep.
You know, and you have a great time doing it all.
Yeah.
And so my concern now is all the people who keep saying they want to go on everyone, then who will get a seat?
Who will get a seat
so who should who should wait for people to go and go and go?
No, but then you see the thing is this: when we open the registrations, right? People drag their feet. And that's the issue.
It's first come, first serve.
Yeah, exactly.
But Charlie, maybe they should say, okay,
if
you went on the most recent one, you wait. Let somebody else come. Then you can try again the following year or something. So somebody else gets a chance. But I'm sure after watching this, people are already putting their name on the waiting list for 2023.
Maybe that's what we should do. We should do some kind of like a waiting list.
Those who are on this year's waiting list are still waiting. I'm sure they're so upset when they watch this.
Yeah.
I should have paid.
Yeah, I know. No, but Marlene said it here. For 7 years, she's been waiting to go on this.
Waiting
and bidding her time.
Did you see Marlene in those videos?
Marlene was...
Look, she was gone.
In every video. Or doing her thing.
We have to bring her back here to give us a play-by-play account every single moment.
I think definitely. Listen, we have to do that. I mean,
Marlene has to.
She came on a Friday. I think maybe we should look at bringing her back on Friday.
Yes. By that time, she would have recovered.
Covered from there.
She would have come back down to earth.
Give us the update.
Now she's floating in the clouds. She needs to come back down to earth. But this is beautiful, and thanks to all of the Team City members who were on the Heritage Caravan and bringing us all of the updates, all the pictures, videos, Zoe and the reports, and Caleb, I know, did a lot of About Town while he was on there, and I'm sure
the camera guys,
everyone,
everybody that was on the team. I mean, it really does take a team and a large team like that.
It's a lot of work, work, non-stop, 7 days. Awesome stuff, and thanks again to our sponsors as well.
Fantastic. You came through and made it a reality. Thank you very much. Well, we're going to take a short break. There's a lot more conversations coming up on the show. You don't want to miss any of it. We'll be right back.